Hi, I'm Jacqui Gifford, the Editor-in-Chief of Travel and Leisure, and I am so thrilled and honored to be with these legends here today in Charleston.
I wish my mother would have told me that legend.
So Jack, let's start. Name your top 3 favorite animals. That's a hard question. Sorry.
My wife, Sue, first. I do say that all the time. Even on the Letterman show I said it and got in trouble, but Sue understands. And then another one is, the next one should be at the top, is a hippo, because when I filmed the hippos all these years, I just want to be a hippo. People always ask me, if you're an animal, Jack, what do you want to be? I've been asked this for many years. I go, a hippo. Why is a hippo? Because I can get as fat as I want to be. I can lay in the water like this. I can breathe in the water, and I can eat my food. So I like to be a hippo. If something happens, if I go back another person or something.
I like that answer. What's the last one? What's the last animal?
What?
If you had 3, so what's the third?
Oh, a third animal?
Yeah.
I would say this, a lion, because this is true. I saw the movie Born Free with my mother when I was little. That's what pointed me to be in the zoo world, believe it or not. And then actually when I met Sue, I asked her if she saw the movie Born Free. And I said, well, can we dance to our wedding in Born Free? So let's put it this way. And then we also, Sue and I, raised lions for the Knoxville Zoo. So obviously it's a very special animal. All animals are special to me, they really are. Elephants are something as well, as well as tigers. There's just so many of them.
You love them all.
Yeah, I do.
You love them all.
Sharks, some snakes, but that's stupid, but anyway.
So tell us one thing that we might be surprised to learn about you. Both of you.
So,
well, I think it's pretty amazing. I always say, for better or for worse, Jack is still my best friend, even though we've been married 51 years, going on 52.
Well, I know. Well,
it's a long time. I said the only thing it means is we're very old.
What's her question to you?
So tell us one thing we might be surprised to learn about you.
About me? I'm afraid of dogs. No, I'm just joking.
This is all he owns, are khaki clothes.
So you live in khaki?
You look in his closet and
Sue,
it's khaki,
Sue.
khaki.
Sue.
And as a matter of fact, they even did a T-shirt that said, "The
Sue.
Man in Khaki." That's all he wears.
Well, Sue, yeah, okay, I do, yeah. Never mind. I did wear something to a wedding once. Well, they said you're supposed to wear that stuff. I mean, I'm from Tennessee originally. At least I'm looking at wear anything. But, geez, Sue.
I like that answer. What is your favorite thing about Seaweed and being here in Charleston?
Well, I must say, and I'm serious when I say this. I said it last night. I know you're going to ask me this question. I told somebody this last night. Whoever organizes this whole thing is unbelievable. I do a lot of these things. But like last night, it was beyond packed. Not necessarily for Jack Hanna. It's the way they had it, with the layout of all the stuff to get, all that stuff, the way the dinners were worked, the way everything about it. It really is. I do a lot of these, Sue will tell you, but around here it's unbelievable.
Well, there's just such a passion for wildlife, and of course, that's our whole world. And to see that and see the effort that is put into really educating people about how important their wildlife is and how important their environment is, because after all, we're not only saving it for our animals, or magnificent animals, but for ourselves as well.
It is amazing to see this all come together and see it's a real community. So I absolutely agree with you.
I'm impressed by the whole thing.
Yeah,
and the people are so wonderful.
Every time we've been here, there's never been one problem that I know of. Not one. It's amazing.
Well, it's just
brilliant.
Charleston's such a charming city anyway, and it's a privilege for us to be able to be here.
So it leads me to my next question. What's your favorite travel destination and why?
Well, I would say, I think Sue might agree, I've been all over the world, but in Rwanda, where the mountain gorillas are, when we went there for the first time, and I'm not saying I did this, but I sure helped doing it. We went there were 21 gorillas, the mountain gorillas, left in the world. They've been poached, everything, hands used for ashtrays. I could go on and but let's let that go. Anyway, so when that happened, I went back to the zoo in Columbus and said, we're going to do something. We're going to start giving. We're going to help those people over there. 20-something gorillas left in the world, mountain gorillas. Now they have
it's over 1,000 now. Our group where we were, it was 21, but it was like 250 left.
That's a success story.
So it's a huge success story, and Rwanda has been instrumental in having the most incredible gorilla.
Yes.
A mountain gorilla.
Mountain gorillas.
Yeah.
The lowland gorillas for people watching. The lowland gorillas from the Congo, they come out of the jungles. They don't, these are mountain gorillas that live up 5,000, who knows how many feet. And they're all come back now, so that's what we're excited about.
Yeah, their program is amazing. Their rangers, everybody and the government's totally behind it. I mean, they view their mountain gorilla as such an iconic animal. I mean, it's their crown jewel in their country, and because of that, they make sure that it's run perfectly, and
they're well taken care of.
And they have a lot more animals than just gorillas now, too, by the way.
Yeah.
President Kagame, he's a great president, too.
I agree with you. It's a real success story. What is a fun, just throw like a fun animal fact or statistic out there that the audience would just be blown away by? What's your favorite fact?
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I think you and I really like the Great Migration, because when you think about it, 3 million animals. I mean, that's
a lot. That's 3 million is a lot.
3 million animals.
And we finally saw it this last year. We finally filmed it.
It was. I mean, it's 2 million wildebeest, 1 million zebra, and they travel 1,000 miles in a year. And they don't know how they do it. They're going from the grasslands in Masai Mara to the grasslands in the Serengeti. How do they know where that is?
See, that's the whole. She and I have been thinking about that. They don't have a cell phone or anything.
Or
how do
GPS.
these animals know it's raining up in Kenya? How do they know it's raining here? How do the animals? That's why they call it. It is an amazing thing in the world.
Yeah, that's an amazing statistic when you really think about that.
Yeah.
When did you first fall in love with nature and animals? Was it a young age? Was it a...
Well, I was raised on a farm in Tennessee, but what happened with me, how this whole thing got started was the veterinarian of our farm there, cows and all that stuff, I went to work there to clean cages. He said, Jack, I'm now going to be the veterinarian at the Knoxville Zoo. Back then, zoos were pretty small. So I went there with him to treat the animals there at Knoxville Zoo. I went back home that night. I was only like 14, I think. And hey, Dad, guess what? I'm going to be a zookeeper. Everybody around me in school, even when my dad said, Jack, my dad died very early in life. I'm sorry to say that. He said, remember something, son. Love what you do. Because people were making fun of me all over the place. High school, everywhere. Love what you do, Jack. Right, last words he said to me. So I go up into the college and met Sue there in Muskingum. I put on my thing. They ask what you're senior when you're leaving, what you're going to be. And I get called in the president of the college. What just being in a zoo, Jack? I've been here many years. Nobody's ever wanted to work in a zoo. Well, I'm working in a zoo.
Wow.
And so that's where I started working in the zoo. And then we had the twin gorillas, and that's how the TV started. When I didn't want to be on TV. We were the first place in the United world to have twin gorillas born.
Wow.
So that's how that whole thing started on TV. And then that's,
And so here we are.
Yeah, and so Sue always helps me, though, with my animals.
What animal do you relate to the most?
What would you say, Sue? Well, the lion or the gorilla? What do you think?
Probably the lion, I think. I mean, we were, as Jack said, we were totally passionate about the story Born Free. Most people probably are too young to even know about it, but if you could ever see that movie, it really is pretty amazing. And because of that, lions really became a part of our life. We ended up raising lions, and of course, like Jack said, we danced to Born Free. I've never met another couple that danced to Born Free on their wedding.
Yeah.
So you guys are around animals all the time, clearly. But do you have any pets, like house pets?
Yeah, we have a golden retriever. We've always had golden retrievers for like 30, 40 years. Yep. Brassy.
Yeah, and she's amazing.
Brass.
What would you say the most thrilling experience you've ever had in nature? What is that? What is that experience?
Wow, that's a great question.
For us, I would say just being in the outdoors, and because of that, any place we are in the world, it's a new gift. It's a new experience. But because we're in Montana in the summertime, our favorite thing to do is to go hiking in Glacier National Park. It's very close to us. And there's so much wildlife there with the grizzlies, the grizzly bears. And
we went around the corner on the mountaintop about 5,000 drop, came around the rocks like this. See that thing right there? There's a bear like this. And one thing I tell people in speech, I might even say something about it tonight, because people are hiking a lot more. If you come upon a bear like that, a grizzly or anything, you're going like this, you run. That's what most people want to do. Don't ever do that.
Don't do that, no.
No. It's a hard thing to do because it happened to us. And
so what do you do?
Well, the bear, 90% of the time the bear will leave and run from you. But if the bear does go like this.
Bear spray, if you need it.
We will always take the bear spray. Some people say guns up there, rifles. That's ridiculous because, they're allowed to. That's stupid because if you have one coming at you, you're not going to be able to hit the animal in the right way.
Right.
Exactly. So the spray, we've had it. Works right there. That's all you got to do is spray him. Doesn't hurt him. It goes like a bullet. Wow. But when a bullet goes, that's not quite what happens. He's going to come at you more.
I've never encountered a bear like that in my life. That would definitely be thrilling / unnerving.
You have your spray, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Question. Would you rather have the ability to blend into your surroundings like a chameleon or have 360-degree vision like a hammerhead shark? 2 choices.
What do you think, Sue? Shark?
Oh, definitely to be able to see. The world is full with so much wonder.
Yeah.
It's such a blessing to see what nature has in store for us.
So you would be the shark. You would choose that.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely.
Same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What is the one thing we could all do to better protect our wildlife? Really important question that we want to hear from you.
I think we all understand now, I think in the last probably, who knows, I was going to say 50 to 100 years, but as the world, more people came on the planet Earth, people had to have places to live because we've traveled the world. But I think we could do a bit better sometimes in, certain animals where they are around the world. When you start building, people have to live in a house, right?
Yeah.
So you might be able to start building. Maybe you might just not need as much land as you think you might need. That's one, and we have to watch our water, treat your water perfectly. I used to take granted of water because we lived on a spring in Tennessee. You have all the water in the world, but I've learned the hard way that Sue and I both have been to Africa in certain places where we picked up people on the road that were dying from water, no water.
Yeah,
don't
take it for granted.
And when you see that happening, like we've seen it in Africa, other countries too, that's when you realize that water rules the world. It's that simple. It rules the world.
Yes, and obviously we all have to have clean water, we have to have land, and we have to have purified air. We have to be able to breathe. And our oceans are vital. And when you think about the fact that 8 tons of plastic enters our oceans every year, and we lose 50 acres of land every minute of our forest, and we need our forests for oxygen.
Well, I think
so we have to take care of our environment, and recycling really, really helps.
Yeah.
Right, well, I think the plastic stuff's going to get better as far as what's stopping.
I do too.
A lot of business is stopping. I think that just give it a couple of years, I think you're going to see a big change.
Well, you know what? I saw a change this morning when I asked for water at our hotel. Oh my gosh, it didn't come in a plastic bottle.
Yep.
It came in cardboard, really.
Yep.
A waxed cardboard.
Yep.
I'm like, wow. So I think that's going to be the new trend because there's way too much plastic in the world, and it takes, 500 years or more to decompose. So it's really, really, really
it flows
important.
everywhere. Animals try to eat it, all kinds of things with plastic. So
I know. If you ever saw what could be inside a sea turtle,
Oh,
they're
gosh.
so endangered, and very often they'll
We've seen a
die
lot of that.
because they're ingesting so much
plastic.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel hopeful about the future, and I've noticed that a lot of people are really watching their consumption of plastics and single-use plastics in particular. Thank you both so much. We're so excited for you to be here, and I loved all your answers. Thank you for your time.
We love coming here.
Thank you.
Really do.
Thank you
Thanks
so
I'm
much.
back home again in the South, for gosh sakes.